Dear students, I am Dr. Sashikant Tambrakar from Bharati College of Agricultural Engineering, Durg. I will teach theory of machine of BTech first year, second semester class. Dear students, today's topic is kinematic pair. Two links of a machine which in contact with each other are said to form a pair. Means if two links are in contact, yesterday we have studied number of parts are joined together, and if there is no relative motion between all the parts, then they are called as a link. Okay. If relative motion between them is completely constrained, so this pair is known as kinematic pair. Here, two links of a machine are in contact with each other, said to form a pair. If two links are there, then that is called a pair. And if no relative motion, if relative motion between them is completely constrained, means no relative motion is in between them, so this pair is known as kinematic pair. Then type of constraint of this type of motion, here three type of constraints are there. First, when completely constrained motion, means all type of motion are constrained here. If this is a square bar in a square hole, this is a square hole and this is a square bar. You can easily understand in the side view, this is the square hole and this is square bar. If this is inserted, then only single type of motion is allowed here. The motion between pair is limited to a definite direction, means only in one direction here motion can be possible. Okay. Irrespective of direction of force applied, means when we apply force from this side, then also it go like that. If you apply force from downward this side, then the motion is also same. If you apply force from this direction, then the motion is also same. So here the completely constrained motion, here the motion is constrained, means only single one direction motion is possible here. Now next soft with collar in circular hole. This is also one constraint is here. Here the shaft can only rotate because collars are provided here, so insertion of shaft is not possible. Only rotation, single motion is provided here. For example, the piston and cylinder of steam engine we have discussed in earlier class form a pair, and the motion of piston is limited to definite direction, piston and cylinder. Okay, so that is the reciprocate relative to cylinder. Means in cylinder the piston moves reciprocate irrespective to the direction of the motion of the crank. As I can show here you can see this. We have discussed in our last class. Here is piston and cylinder arrangement. Here piston can only reciprocate inside the cylinder, so only single motion is allowed here. This is the main example of this type of single is allowed here. This type of completely constrained motion. Here only circular motion is allowed, and in square hole and square beam only reciprocating motion is allowed. Next type here is incomplete constrained motion. Here, second type is incompletely constrained motion. Here, the hole is round and one shaft is inserted in this round hole. So this shaft can rotate and the shaft can go in and out. Means two type of motions are allowed here in the incomplete constrained motion. So here in incompletely constrained motion, when motion between pair can take place in more than one direction, then the motion is called incompletely constrained motion. Here we have discussed a circular hole and a shaft. So this shaft can rotate and it can go in and out, that is reciprocate. Two type of motions are allowed here. So here the change in the direction impressed force may alter the direction of relative motion between the pair. So here in this pair the force allowed are different and the relative motion between pair may different. That is, the change in the direction of impressed force may alter the direction of relative motion between pair. These both motion either rotate, or slide in the hole have no relationship. As we know, rotation is different type of motion and insertion is different type of motion. Different type of force are allowed used for this type of work. Some rotating force, rotating members are allowed and some force here is allowed. Both are different types. So these both motion either rotate or slide in a hole have no relationship between them. Then next is third is successfully constrained motion. When the motion between the elements forming a pair is formed by different parts and they form a motion, a pair, then it's said such that the constrained motion is not completed by itself. Means the parts cannot perform the constrained motion. So constrained motion is not completed by itself, but some other means. It can be completed by some different means. Some different type of force is used here for the successfully constrained motion. Here we can see the example of footstep bearing. Here this is the shaft and vertical load is applied to the center and shaft have to rotate here, and this type of footstep bearing are used in different type of machines. In this place some oil kept here to bear the load of this shaft. Here some oil is provided and with this shaft can rotate, because if any oil is not there, then here may be some friction. So to save the shaft and this bearing from friction, some oil is used here, but by some other means. So the successfully constrained motion, when the motion between elements forming a pair, ये दो पेयर बना रहे हैं, such that the constrained motion is not completed by itself. ये दोनों से जो आपको constrained motion है वो complete नहीं हो पा रहा है. यहाँ पे बीच में जो खाली एरिया है, यहाँ पे ऑयल भरने के बाद में फिर ये जो लोड है वो लोड को रेजिस्ट करता है, ठीक है, और ये आपका शाफ्ट जो है देन इसको हम रोटेट कर सकते हैं, ठीक है. तो दिस इज द सक्सेसफुली कंस्ट्रेंड मोशन. Consider shaft in a footstep bearing as shown in the figure. The shaft may rotate in a bearing or it may move upward. This is a case of incomplete one constrained motion. But if the load is placed on the shaft to prevent axial upward movement of the shaft, then the motion of the pair is said to be successfully constrained motion. Means here we cannot bring the shaft outside because of this load. This is prevented. Okay, so this is the complete upper moment of shaft. Then the motion of pair is said to be successfully constrained motion. This is successfully constrained motion. Because of this load, this shaft we cannot take that from upside. The motion of an IC valve, these are kept on their seat by a spring. The IC valve, example of IC engine valve, are example of this type that are prevented by a spring. They are prevented by a spring, and the piston reciprocating inside an engine cylinder are also an example of successfully constrained motion. Next is classification of kinematic pair. According to the type of relative motion between the elements, this classification of kinetic pairs are done. Here, sliding pair. One can only slide relative to the other. That we have discussed earlier, that square hole and a square beam. This type of motion, sliding pair, only sliding can be possible there. The examples are piston and cylinder. What we have seen earlier, we have discussed earlier, piston and cylinder. You must have seen piston and cylinder element, crosshead and guide of steam engine. In steam engine, we have earlier shown the example of steam engine diagram as shown. There, crosshead and guide steam engine. Then ram and guide of shaper. Shaper is a machine where ram is fitted here and guides are there. So this cutting is done with this tip in the shaper. This is a machine that you can see in your workshop. Okay, so this is the ram and guide of the shaper. Then test stop on a lathe bed. Lathe is a big machine. You can see in the workshop different type of work are performed there. So there the test stock means at the last portion, test stock is there on the lathe, and lathe bed this can slide only in this one direction to the head stock, and till head stock then stop there, then again go back, then is stopped here. So this is test stock on the lathe bed. So these are the example of sliding pair. Only sliding is done in this type of pair. One can only slide relative to the other. Piston, cylinder, crosshead guide, ram and guide, and tail stock and lathe bed. Here a little consideration will show that a sliding pair has completely constrained motion. In these, the sliding pair is having completely constrained motion. Next type is turning pair. Two elements of pair are connected in such a way that one can only turn or revolve about the fixed axis of either link. This is turning. Only turning is done here. Okay? Only turning is done here. The pair is known as turning pair. Shaft having collar of both ends. This example I have shown you earlier. Two collars are provided in the shaft. So this cannot be inserted, this type of thing, and only turning is allowed here. The shaft having collars at both the ends. Then crankshaft in a general bearing in an engine crankshaft. Then lathe spindle supported in a headstock, lathe spindle is here, and this is supported here, and only turning motion is allowed here in the headstock. Means if we fix some job in the lathe we can see like this. If this is the headstock of the lathe and we have to hold this job with the lathe headstock, and this only rotates. This is spindle, this is spindle, and spindle only rotate. So this type of lathe spindle supported in headstock. Then next is cycle wheel turning over an axle. You must have seen the cycle wheel. Wheels are connected in the axle and rotates over there. So only rotation is possible here. Turning pair. A turning pair also has completely constrained motion. So here, according to the type of relative motion, sliding pair and turning pair are the example of these type of kinematic pairs. Next type of pair is rolling pair. When two elements of pair are connected in such a way that one rolls over a fixed length over another fixed length. Means one is rolling over another fixed length. Some like this. Okay. Like ball and roller bearing. In the bearings, the outer cover and inner balls are there. So balls are inside and outer cover are there. They are rolling. Okay. This is the example of rolling pair. Only rolling is provided there. The balls cannot go out. You can see this in your cycles backside bearing balls are there. If someone visited for the repairing of bearing of his cycle, then he might have seen on the steering handle of the cycle, you might have seen the ball and roller bearing there. Some bearing is there and some balls छर्रे रहते उसके बीच में, ठीक है, वो बाहर नहीं निकल पाते. Then next type is screw pair. When two elements of pair are connected such that a way that one element can turn in a screw pair, when two elements of a pair are connected in such a way that the one element can turn about the other by screw thread, the pair is a screw pair. You can see this screw. You might have seen this type of screw in your daily life. You might have seen, and this is okay. So this is the screw thread, and some nut is there, and on rotating, this screw can exceed. Okay. This type of lathe screw of lathe with nut and bolt are provided, and the lathe with this screw, this type of thread can be created on the lathe. Okay. So this is very important type of pair where turning and insertion both are there. Next type is spherical pair. Here one element in spherical shape. Next type of pair is spherical pair. Here one element in spherical shape turn or swivel about the other fixed element. Here you can see the piston, and here this piston officer can use from this side or can use from this side. Here this is the spherical member. This is the spherical member, and this provides this type of motion. You might see this round spherical shape is inserted inside, and this stand pen can move this side or this side. Sometimes when officers sit in front of you, this pen stand may like this, and if someone want to use this pen stand from other side, then this can be twisted like this. This is a spherical pair, like ball and socket joint. This type of joint are provided in machines. Then attachment of car mirror. You might have seen the car mirror rotate. You can rotate the car mirror like this, or some up and down motion are also allowed, because the joint is like some spherical joint is here, and this type of movement can be possible here. And pen stand, what I have shown to you. Okay, then we will discuss next. Next, according to type of contact between the elements, these pairs can be classified as lower pair and higher pair. When surface contact, here in lower pair, surface contact is there. When relative motion takes place and the surface of one element slide over the surface of other, the pair formed is called lower pair, means pair, okay, slide over the another, then this is called the lower pair. Means for doing any work, we have to give the force with the surface, okay, like this, surface contact there, okay. Sliding pair, sliding means this surface and this surface slide over each other. Or turning pair, in turning, these are the examples of the lower pair. Turning is also one surface contact, this is turning, and on full surface contact is there in the turning. Then screw pair, screw also having surface contact, some include threads are there, and the threads, this type of threads, other contact having this. So this is screw contact. These all comes under the lower pair. When sliding pair, slide, turning pair and screw pair. These are the example of lower pair. Next is higher pair. Here line or point contact is there. These are called as higher pair. Only just line contact is there. If some gear, we can make some gear here, okay, this is like some gear, these are the teeth of the gear, and some other second gear is also here in contact with this, and number of teeth are coming, teeth are next teeth are like this, okay, this is one gear and this is another gear. So these points are in contact, okay, these are the line two-thread gearing, these are the line contact, line or point contact. Here if this rotate in this direction, then this teeth gear is also rotated this direction. This type is called line or point contact. Only this point or this line, like this point or this line of the teeth are in contact, okay, not all the surface is not in contact here in both the gears, okay. So this is line of point contact to transmit motion from here to here. When relative motion takes place and the motion between two elements, these are two elements, are partly turning and partly sliding, then the pair is known as higher pair. These are known as higher pair. Pair of friction disc, in the discs are there and friction is allowed there. Then friction just contact is there. Then two-thread gearing, we have explained two-thread gearing. Belt and rope drive. Here, if this is the roller and some belt is provided here, then only this type of contact is there, only this contact is there, okay. So this is belt and rope drive, just simple line contact type contact is there. Then ball and roller bearing and cam and follower are the examples of higher pair. So we have seen today these pairs of kinematic pairs can be classified according to the type of relative motion between the elements. Then here we have studied sliding pair, turning pair, rolling pair, screw pair and spherical pair. And second classification we have done according to the type of contact between the elements, like lower pair and higher pair we have studied together. And these are the examples of lower pair, that is sliding pair, sliding, turning pair and screw pair. Okay, these are the examples. And of higher pair, toothed gearing, belt and rope drive, pair of friction disc, ball and roller bearing and cam follower. These are the examples. So you have to see the things, machines in this type of view, which type of machine is there, which type of driving arrangement are allowed in there. So these all comes under the theory of machine, how the machines have developed and how the working of machines, how different parts are used and which part have to move for transfer of power and force and which part have to stay to give relative motion to the other. Okay, so we will discuss next in our next topic. Thank you.